All right, everybody. How's everybody doing today? So we have big surprise. We have more builds of the same game. We're kind of approaching the point in development where things are starting to slow down a little bit. The changes that we're probably going to be seeing in these builds are going to be very minuscule in comparison to the things we've looked at in the past. But we're here, and we're living for this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm kind of just going to briefly breeze through each of them, because again we've got like 10 of them, but we're so late in development that the changes are minuscule. So I'll kind of just breeze through and see what obvious things I can find in between each one, because there are changes, don't get me wrong. And then potentially we will start looking at the Frogger 2 stuff, which is a whole can of worms in itself, because we don't really, at least I don't know anything about that. So yeah, anyway, I am here with Druaga1 and Kneesnap yet again. I have unmuted you guys.
Hello.
Wow.
Hi.
So yeah, I guess we'll just get on with it. Alright, bear with me here. I tested everything before starting this stream, so I think everything is good. But, you know my streams, something always goes wrong. That's terrible, and I have to struggle to fix it for a little bit. So, bear with me. This is build 31, August 20th, 1997. Now, please keep in mind there are like 70 builds of this game, so we're on build 31 out of 70, but the game came out in September, and we're currently in August, so lol. There's just like 40 builds of just like very minuscule changes, I guess. I should probably turn on my screen for you guys to see, huh? Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry about that.
It's fine.
So we still do not have an intro video. The game's a little loud. Hold up.
Had that not been rendered out yet?
I'm guessing not.
At this point?
They probably got that pretty late. Why did Frogger have so many builds? Same reason any game has many builds. I just need to adjust my
It was so they could add bugs.
It's just not every time do you get every build of every game.
Yeah.
It's a very unusual situation.
I'm a bit quiet, says someone. Hold up. I'll crank myself.
Yeah, there were about 70 builds, 71 total, including the final version, final US, that is.
And game audio on. Okay, there we go. I cranked myself up a little bit. I hope I should be fine. See, like I said, this always happens when I stream. Alright. Get the chat up over here. So, I guess the mechanical zone got a new icon, which is more resembles the one that's in the final game, but they all still look like they were made in Minecraft, so definitely still need to be finalized, I guess.
Somebody had an interesting suggestion a while ago to make it so Froglord could integrate with Minecraft, and so you could kind of create level mockups in Minecraft and then just import them into Froglord. I thought that was an interesting idea.
That is a very obscure way to make levels, I think. But I mean,
but it
makes sense.
it's kind of it takes away all the problems that we've had with like the 3D stuff, and would make it really fast to kind of mock up levels.
Well,
But it wouldn't be a great long-term solution.
the thing is, like with Minecraft, is that everything is tile based. So like, I guess for a game that's tile based, it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you couldn't really do slopes though. I mean, unless you had stairs.
Stairs.
I don't know. That's kind of obtuse. I don't really know where to begin with this. I guess we'll start with this.
Yeah, let's look at the outros.
funny part is the Discord stream of it is lower quality than the actual stream. Doesn't matter. I need real time, but
Let's start by gathering all the. So they haven't changed the end screen yet, apparently.
so we're gonna see if it crashes up here again, or did we ever find a build that didn't crash up here?
I don't think we found a build that doesn't crash.
Right.
Well, I
It's
mean
nice
not
to
in general, but
see.
just at that part.
It looks like the HUD is like falling off the screen there.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
I think it's interesting to see the final froglets have animations that we haven't seen before.
What animation?
And that they don't
Did I
explode.
totally? One up is still yellow, I guess.
Instead of rainbow. Wasn't one up rainbow in the final?
It was. Looks like they're just like running through like an animation cycle or something.
I don't remember them doing that hop animation.
No, I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
Flies off screen.
I think it was mostly looking left and right and occasionally like doing the handstand thing.
Yep.
They definitely look back and forth. I remember that. Oh, is this gonna do the thing where it like infinitely just stays on this? Yeah. Okay. I don't really know what's going on here. Don't think there's any way out. Unless... What the hell? Okay.
Okay. The game really wants you to continue, I guess.
I don't know what the hell.
Game crashed.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Let me reboot the game, I guess. Only gold frogs look left and right. Oh, interesting.
Only gold frogs that look like that?
I thought it was all the same model. But then again, maybe not.
Oh, you know why I'm remembering that? Because I think I'm remembering a one of the demos that it runs through, and I think it's the first mechanical level. And I remember in that demo, yeah, scorching switches that level. The demo like hops around a lot, and I remember it hops near the golden frog, but doesn't get it. And I remember that frog was definitely looking left and right. I don't know if it was there. It definitely wasn't running full sprint.
Okay, well, we have a gold frog apparently. This continue is really funny. They just couldn't get their graphics straight. Like, they were like, oh yeah, let's resize the word continue on the game over screen. And then they resized it, but then it messed up the one on the pause menu because they used the same, like, file. What's he running from? Great
Yep.
question. It only shows the gold frog when you select a level on it, which is a little weird. I would love to have, like, the artwork that they did for this at, like, full resolution. Because it's very obvious that, like, the little icons in the bottom use, like, this same graphic, just shrunk down a lot. So I'm wondering, like, what the actual, like...
Wait, is it illumina? Oh, okay. Go off. Okay. Yeah, it does disappear. I thought it was just like going to like grayed out or something.
I always thought that little beehive in the tree right there was the gold frog. And that's why they put it there, it's to let you know there's a gold frog in this level. But it's a beehive. That had nothing to do with the actual development of the game, that was just me being stupid as a kid. That's still here. I don't really know
I'm
why
gonna
I'm
make a
doing
sandwich real quick.
this. Okay.
So I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh, the emulator closed. Awesome. That's what we like to see.
That's how you know you have a good prototype.
Yeah.
When the emulator closes.
What else might be different in this? Did they make Retro 5 any easier? What's up, HF? Says Coat 237. Frogger. Yeah, they definitely made Retro 5 easier at some point recently. Because Retro 5 was really hard for a while. And then at some point I think they realized how difficult it is. Oh my god, that gold frog. Wait.
You know what's something interesting that I noticed? It felt like the UK Build-A Frogger had the camera quite a bit more zoomed out in a lot of levels. And I think it was because they had a reduced frame rate. Just because it was PAL instead of NTSC. I think they decided to zoom the camera out more because they knew that they weren't really targeting 30 FPS anyways.
Wait, this is the wrong level. Still has the old baby frog design. You know what I noticed is in the final game, the baby frog design in the jungle levels on the little pedestals is still the old design. They never changed it. I don't know if that was already known. They moved.
That's interesting. I'm not sure I ever realized that.
Yeah, they definitely never changed the little stone guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Not much to see here, to be honest.
Is that how they fixed that in the final game? They just put a grid square above it so you couldn't hop down onto that frog?
These clouds are scary.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on there.
Are they supposed to have an animation? Like a texture animation?
I have no idea what's going on there.
Also, what's with all these bird noises? Are those the cars?
I'm spared from the bird noises.
I'm not even near the... Oh, that's interesting.
What? Why is that there?
They made it so you could walk on that. I'm going back.
And there are bugs there. Time bugs, no
what
less.
The cloud texture.
Oh, but you can't go too far or else you'll die for some reason. I don't know
Are
what's
those
going on
supposed to
with
be
those.
clouds? I wasn't.
Yeah, they're supposed to be clouds, but I don't know what's going on with the texture. I wonder if you could do that in the other one. That weird platform. Clouds are still weird. Also, there's no tunnel here. Okay. Bird noises are still freaking me out. You know, I'm wondering why they made it so you can't hop over here in this area. Like, these tiles are not traversable. When clearly this area was designed to be traversable. Very weird.
Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure out how exactly they made areas walkable and not walkable. Because it feels like they had an automatic system for adding areas to the collision grid, but it also feels like they manually were able to do some areas like that one.
Have they made the worst level in the game any better? Just kidding. This level's fine. Just kidding times 2. It's not that good, but it's not the worst. Okay, so the sky at the bottom, they just stopped moving it.
It's like way zoomed in now.
Oh, it's moving now. It's too zoomed in though.
Is it more zoomed in than the final? I can't actually remember.
It is. It's way more pixely.
Okay.
There's no, what? Something else I'm noticing is these signs right here, the one, like this one that I'm on right now, they have like a different texture on them. There's like an arrow on the sign, which is not in the final game.
Huh.
I want to get the gold frog. Yep, he's here.
It's finally here.
What?
Never mind.
Game crashed. You know what's finally here is the crash. Let's do a reset. For under skiing. Just to kind of refresh us on where everything is. And I play this level on every build. Oh my god, what is going on with the camera? Okay. Oh, we still have that weird wall on the side there. And they're all still at the end. And they actually added like texture depth to the environment, which is cool. I kind of like this wall being on the side for some reason. It makes the level feel more like, I don't know, like a cave.
Yeah.
I guess I could understand
them
them wanting to remove it for the sake of frame rate and having you just fall off the... What the hell was that? Come on. Okay.
Yeah, like in when I first played the game, like I guess I imagined that level kind of as a cave, but it was like a vast void of a gigantic cave, and there just happened to be some platforms on it.
Yeah.
That's probably how I thought about it, because I mean, you're right, it would make more sense that he's going through a cave instead of just random flat surfaces out of nowhere.
What the hell?
Oh, that's broken.
Okay.
Oh, I see what it's doing.
Oh, this is gonna make me freaking motion sick. Oh. This is... I mean, this is playable. I'll give it that. Okay, that's there. This is the first time I've actually been able to successfully beat this level. I feel like in all the other builds that I've played this level in, the level has been so deeply broken that it's just like not even playable. I'm not gonna actually beat it.
Is that a new model? I don't think we've seen that model before. It's like the Desert Crack model, except they just retextured it.
At some point they fixed the high score screen to... Oh, it's still zoomed out. That's a bug. What else might be different? Still standing by this being the best level in the game. Screw the haters. I say as I fly away. I mean, this is looking pretty close to its final design. There was one day where I was just like kind of going insane, and I was like, I'm just gonna play Uncanny Crusher over and over again just to prove to everyone that it's not that hard of a level. I developed some really good strategies for beating it.
It turns out you're like the only one who knows the best strategy. Minus the speedrunners, I guess.
The Uncanny Crusher Master.
I say as I die. I didn't know that you could do this, though. Which I don't know if you can do it in this build, but let's find out. Not like that. Like that, except you imagine I jump over all of the things. I didn't know you could do that. That level seemed fine. I mean, truly, all these levels are looking pretty close to their final iterations. I'm not, like, seeing anything significantly different other than the platforms in that one level looking weird. And the camera kind of doing weird stuff. Oop, okay. I don't know how I was supposed to see that. What do those platforms look like in the final game? In this level?
Yeah, they look pretty similar.
Hold on, I'm just trying to, like, not get a game over. I could just fly away. That's probably what I should be doing. There you go. They do the same thing, but with no texture. The texture looks really weird. My opinion.
I feel like if he was that big or that tumbleweed was that small, that it wouldn't hurt him at all.
I don't know why a tumbleweed would hurt anyone.
Like there's pretty big tumbleweeds. If you're a little tiny frog, it might just stab you.
No, he's not a little tiny frog. He's a frog that's the size of a car,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that tumbleweed is larger than a car.
So, yeah, so it's gonna be very light tumbleweed in comparison.
There's still no border on this level. Unless there is. Nope. There isn't.
Look at that tiling.
What the hell?
Isn't this supposed to be indoors?
It's in like a big walled facility.
Because I can see the cloud reflection. Has that always been there?
Yeah, I think so. That little
I guess you don't
texture-
notice.
That texture that's happening underneath those, like, when I was a kid, I used to think it was mustard. Just tell me it doesn't look like mustard. It's supposed to be acid,
Kinda does.
but it's definitely mustard. Anyway, there's a little animation that plays underneath them, kinda, which is, I guess, something we haven't seen yet. What else? There's like this little tile right here. I don't know what the purpose of that is if it kills you.
It's been there for a bunch of builds. I really kind of wonder why. I don't even remember if even in the earliest versions of that level that kills you or not.
Crashed.
Yeah.
I don't know what else there is to see. Multiplayer, I guess. Even though we already know by now that the multiplayer levels have been, like, snipped from the game.
Yeah. Well, the volcano or industrial multiplayer level is still unfinalized.
Evil eyes. We still have these weird falling tiles. Oh man, this is it's the frame rate is struggling so hard. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty much. I mean, this is how I remember the final game being. I don't know if it actually truly is like this or not, but
Well,
Nope.
I mean, that falling stuff is definitely not supposed to be like that.
other than that,
Oh,
Yeah. So the in the final, there's only one route that both frogs have to take, and here it's kind of split up into two paths. But it's not like that in the final.
that's that. The frame rate's so bad I can't. What about it? What about this? Oh, yeah, right. And then there's not going to be a waterfall. Because we already saw in one of the last ones that they already removed it. Despite the fact that the logs and hippos are going down the waterfall, there is no actual waterfall present. What is going on with my score? You guys seeing that?
it is shaken.
Yep.
What a terrible level this is.
That's the real rumble in the jungle. The rumble of your score.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
This one is just gonna be the regular. I almost said story level. much to...
Story level, are we back in the March prototype?
Yeah, it's just the same level. Cool. Is there a swan? There is a swan. And the game crashed.
That's okay. It's probably time to move on to the next build.
Yeah, let's do the next one. Now it's just a big spot the difference game. Oh, anti-piracy screen. Memory card.
Uh-oh.
This is all the same. What were some things that we noticed? How about the platforms in this level? Seems they fixed it. And they are open.
I don't know if I'd say fixed.
The spirit's there. Okay. That entire process is way slower for some reason.
Yeah.
Just get one more baby and then we'll see. For some reason this whole, like, thing is way slower. Okay. That took, like, longer than it took me to get the frickin' baby frog. Continue still broken. HUD is still broken.
What is that? That frog model is...
Evil.
Eyeless?
Yeah. And also it's different. Maybe it's just angled weirdly.
It made me so mad when they replaced that adorable little multiplayer model with this horrifying creature. Oh, he's in the middle there. And the camera's still zoomed out.
Kind of reminds me of the rideable shells in Rayman 2. There's someone named Rayman fan in the chat, so I know they know what I'm talking about.
I've not played any of the Rayman games, but I'm sure...
What?
I'm sure... Yeah, none of them. This is still the same. I'm not playing this.
I'd like to imagine at some point in development there was a when you'd reach that ending the end of the ramp in one direction and Frogger goes skiing and it has that slope upwards. There was one build where Frogger would just fly off into the void and not get stopped by that ramp.
You're probably right. They made the sky darker here, so it resembles the final game a little bit better. Although I think they made it more blue in the final rather than green, kind of like how it looks here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. But it's more aesthetically pleasing for it to be like a bluish shade. Not much else to say about this one.
I think it's kind of crazy how long they kept the green balloons with the quote environmental texture thing they did. It looks terrible.
Game crashed. It's because I croaked as the level.
Don't do that.
Oh, actually, you know what? Let me try progression. Maybe that's a thing. Oh, yeah, it's doing this. I was watching people speedrun this game and it made me really insecure because this is the first video game I ever played. And it's probably one that I've spent a lot of time in my life. And I definitely am nowhere near as good as some speedrunners.
I thought about speedrunning some of the Frogger games at some point, but then I'm like, if I ever like play through one of them and I try to do it in one session, like even that's too much for me. So, yeah.
What's the actual record time for this game?
I believe it is like 13 minutes. Well, any percent is like 13 or 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
And that's with no bugs or anything to skip levels. That's just straight through.
That's you rush through retro really quickly, and then you get the gold frog, and then you immediately quit the level, and then you do hold on. So you rush through. Oh wait. Oh, we have progression for real. Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, so you rush through retro, and then you rush through forest, and then you get the gold frog in the second level there. Mechanical is really easy because it's in the first level. You just get it immediately. You have to play through the entirety of cave to get to Webb's Cavern, and then after Webb's Cavern, I believe that's it, and you can just go to jungle, and then you get to the castle at the end, or the temple.
I'm curious, if you collect the gold frog in the mechanical zone, will it unlock the next zone?
Let's find out. Oh, you have to do sewer as well, yeah. Sorry, I this is why I'm not a speedrunner, I forget.
What?
I don't know. It just it let me collect it, and then it let me move again, so then I fell and died. It does not unlock the next zone. What I'm wondering, though, is will the next zone unlock if I beat all the levels in a zone? Do they have anything in place for... Is this a waste of time? Probably, but... Let's get through this really quick. The thing about Frogger and why Frogger speedrunning kind of sucks is that, like, if you die, that's like a massive time loss. Because some levels are like 30 seconds, and if you die at the very end of like 30 seconds, there goes 30 seconds on your run.
Oh, there's no way to like speed that up.
No, because there's not really any movement exploits or anything like that.
Yeah, I really wish that we had something complicated, like there were more complicated code systems in Frogger, because something like Pokemon, you have all sorts of arbitrary code execution exploits, but in Frogger, I doubt we'll ever find one in like any of the games, just because the systems the player interact with are just so simple, like directional movement.
Okay.
I'm gonna bank on you being the only human being who's ever said, "Man, I wish Frogger had more complicated code so we could perform arbitrary code execution in Frogger."
Yeah, that's probably true. I will say that I do not trust the network code of this game, and that if I were to ever play like multiplayer, I'd probably only do it in a virtual machine.
Interesting.
What do you mean you don't trust? Oh, you mean if you got it actually on the web, or?
Yeah, it's I don't know what the multiplayer or code of the final game looks like, but because I've only looked at pre-release builds really, but I basically I wouldn't be surprised if there's some unsafe stuff in there.
Like exploits?
Yeah, potentially.
Nothing.
I mean, it's fine if you just play it on your own network or something, but and to be fair, there's probably 0 people actually who would actually look to abuse something like that. But
well, now that you're talking about it,
yeah, I'm not sure anybody is even playing Frogger multiplayer online, to be honest.
I thought it was LAN only for the first game.
I don't think it is. I think there's an option for a local race, but or no, local would be like the actual machine, so like 4 players huddle around a single keyboard. But the network option I think lets you also do like remote. And apparently there used to be also like game zone support or something. I'm not even sure what that was.
Oh, the third party let you auto connect.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Are you guys catching this?
No, I didn't see that.
What is going on with this
Are those
level?
the webs?
First of all the animations are broken. The HUD is broken. Like, for some reason... Hold on, let me... like. I feel like...
start to wonder how they finished this game.
The VRAM is, like, getting overloaded or something. I don't really know how to describe it. And if you step on this tile, it teleports me to the gold frog. What the hell?
What the heck?
I don't know what is going on. Okay, why am I over here now? What? What's this green bug? Is that in the final game?
It's a time bug.
Oh, it's it. Okay.
Why it's in this level, I don't know.
Why does it teleport me here? Was that just for them to put that? Like, were they just putting like a tile that teleports you somewhere else because they didn't want to have to go through the level?
That's what my guess would be.
Okay.
So they're just trying to test one part of it.
They're like, yeah, I don't want to actually play this really difficult level every single time I want to get to the gold frog to test out gold frog support. Okay, well, recycle bin still doesn't work. I'm going to maybe try jungle one more time and then move on to the next one. We're on build 32. Sorry, I should have said this already. It is a day after the build we were just looking at. Hang on, slime sliding was level 3. Yeah. Okay, you. There's something pretty interesting coming up in one of these builds. I say interesting because it's like it's cool for about 1 second and then it kind of just exists.
I could refer to a couple of things.
We'll see. We'll get there. I'm just teasing. These mushrooms are still here. And they teleport you to death.
Can you super hop?
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I don't know what that's all about. They made the mushrooms work, and then they broke them, and then they removed them. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's I remember when we found a while back by accident that the mushrooms animate once in the final game as soon as they go on screen, but you can pretty much never see that.
Can you not collide with them in the final game? Is that what they did?
You can jump on them, but they don't bounce you anywhere. You can just sit on them.
Oh, the extra life is apparently rainbow now, according to Globus.
No.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah.
No sound effect yet. Where's the last one? You? Okay, let's see if this works. It does not. Can I leave the level?
Huh.
Okay. Well, lets me leave the level. I don't know if that makes a difference here. To be clear, I hit start with X instead of triangle and it unlocked everything, apparently. So I guess when you press triangle, it actually tells the game to unlock every level.
Yeah, when you press triangle, it unlocks it permanently. So, well, by permanently, if you restart it, it wouldn't be unlocked, but...
I'm gonna go see if this is open now. Probably not. Oh, I'm gonna say no on that. Okay, next. 33, this is the same day. Oh, it's giving me an option to load data now.
Hit yes.
Hit yes? Oh, okay, alright.
It did something funny when I did that originally. I don't know if it'll do it to you.
I don't know what data it's loading, but... Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
What is that?
What the hell?
Yeah. So those are the memory cards.
Oh, we have new icons. Higher res. That was the same day as the other one. They made all this art in one day. Crazy. No, I'm kidding.
Did that AI upscale?
No high scores. Probably because I loaded that corrupt save data. This car is exceptionally unfitting. It does not resemble anything in the level. There's not a single car that looks like that. So I see why they changed it.
They changed that damn car like 50 times.
They did. Let's do this one. Still broken. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. Actually, wait, you know what? I will bother. I want to see if the baby frog, when you collect one, if it like does the thing with the animation, or not animation, the like the screen that shows up. Nope, I guess not.
And it still takes absolutely forever for this animation.
The HUD is fixed. I don't know why in the world. Oh, they fixed this as well. That's cool. Okay. Oh my lord. He big.
Yeah. Is he that big in multiplayer too?
Absolutely. Well, I thought you were going to say the final game, but no, absolutely not in the final game.
What is with these just random changes?
Yeah.
It's like, let me try this and let's build it. Oh wait, I suck at this.
Big.
Whoa!
Big boy.
It's kind of oh god, what does it remind me of? I think it reminds me of Tremors. You guys ever seen Tremors?
Tremors? No, I've not.
It reminds me of those Shriekers. Because they don't have any eyes, but they have these like heat sensing like little things that come out of their head. Kind of reminds me of that.
So actually, never mind. Did they change it so you can only rotate the camera with R2 and L2 in the final game? Or am I tripping?
Don't remember. I think so.
Because they make it, because for some reason my brain just processed that I can use L1 and R1 to rotate the camera. I don't know what is going on here. You know what? I'm gonna reboot this. I'm gonna load data and then go into the. I'm gonna hit X on this. See what levels are unlocked. Okay.
What?
3 and 4. Nothing
the
else.
only levels unlocked.
That's some great data loading.
Let's try that again. Actually, wait. You know what I could do? Let's try loading it from here. Oh no! Stop. Okay, I'm going to play 4, and then I'm going to get to 5, collect the gold frog, and see what happens. At this point, it's just like random experiments. What happens if I do this? Little pink
Why
frog
is the
has
crocodile sideways? Or rather, the crocodile head.
Oh, shit. At some point, they removed the tire tracks, by the way. I don't know if people noticed that. Oh. Okay. Arithmetic overflow. Too much math.
Certainly.
Somehow that was evaded by just going a different way. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a new font on the crash handler screen.
I suspect what happened was that that error screen. It came from somewhere else. It was like some either came from like it was a shared library that the whole company used, or it was like a Sony library. I haven't looked too much into it. But because it wasn't developed specifically for the game, it has like a date of like 1995 in it. And it's kind of interesting because they just changed the version on it at some point during development, and that's why it starts looking different and starts looking better, because the old one was a lot harder to read.
There's no gold frog in this level.
Huh.
For some reason.
Well, I guess
don't know if that was a result of the weird save data situation or
I think it might have been.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Do you know? Actually, let me do this first because this is what I really wanted to do.
The font sprites are inside the executable where the save icon is located. I think... Oh, is it? That might be right. I'm not 100% sure, because I know that the font that's in there is the Frogger debug font. It's possible that it might be used with the crash handler, but I'd have to look into it. I don't know the details well enough to speak to that. I don't think it is, though.
We have true progression finally.
I don't know. Did the gold frog fly upwards like that before? No, it didn't.
I'm wondering where it's getting this data that it's loading, and like, is it from the final game? And then why is it only loading Retro 4 and 3 and 4?
I think it's just bad data. I think it's probably just loading all zeros or something. It's also possible it is from the final, but I don't know. Do we have is there any like save data from the final on here? I don't. We both had that loading error happen, and I don't even know that I have save data from the final in the simulator. So
I definitely do, and if it's not from this, it's from another build or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Shit. Retro has weird tricks. I always assumed it wasn't like RNG, but it was just kind of based on like patterns.
Yeah, no, it's completely RNG for some parts of it, like where the crocodile head will show up.
Whack. Sounds like a nightmare for speedrunners. Door?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Some of the old demos, could have the crocodile head show up on the froglet that Frogger hops onto.
We're now looking at build 34 from August 22nd. It's a day later. Immediately going here. I just want to see the first iteration of the ending. Oh, we have the new level complete screen that crashes the game. Oh.
And the froglets explode now.
It hasn't crashed. It's just really slow.
Is the DuckStation console like showing errors or something? Oh.
Nope. And it crashed.
Yeah, now DuckStation doesn't show up at all.
What's my favorite zone? That's a great question. I don't know.
Really, you didn't go immediately to Sky? Just kidding.
I think it might be Jungle, actually. No. Kidding. Probably, like, genuinely, might be the lily pad or sewer. Probably sewer,
I think
actually.
sewer's pretty good.
Sewer's really good. Now, Sky, you.
What about Druaga? What's your favorite zone?
I'm trying to think. It's not retro. It's not. I mean, lily pad. I want to say has my favorite music.
Yeah.
I know that music is used in different levels as well. And you also have to remember that I only got so far in the game for various reasons.
I think Mechanical Zone is probably my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. It's
I don't know about that.
I wouldn't say it. Like I understand why that's probably not most people's favorites, but I like it.
It's definitely not the caves. It's definitely not the.
Wait.
the
Controls are
woodland.
broken.
Hey, they finally made the buttons glow properly when stepped on.
For some reason, circle is making me super hop, and X is tongue.
Nuki Loco, how much did you miss? This is I believe this is build 33, and or is it 34? I don't know. We've seen some stuff, but I mean there isn't a whole lot so far. The big thing that's going to be new will be later. We're going to go over some of the Frogger 2 prototypes. Just a couple though. There are a lot of them, and there are a lot of changes. So I expect we'll probably have a dedicated Frogger 2 stream around at some point, and we'll get Andy Andy on for that one.
Are you in regular communication with him?
Yeah.
Nice.
What am I doing? This one? Yeah, this one. I want to see the clouds and that area that you could walk on for some reason. Let's see if they change that. I can't test the ending because it doesn't let me collect baby frogs, so. What?
Okay.
What? Okay.
I wonder. This
The
is
transparent texture has been placed on what are those clouds?
Why is it a gold?
I feel like this is just too specific to be an oversight. Like that has to be something that somebody intentionally did. Those were not textured before.
Why is the blue frog not on the platform?
Good question.
The game's gonna crash.
Were there build notes for each build? Like a description of what's...
Nope.
How
We
did they
just-
keep track of anything?
Okay, they
I guess their own
definitely
stuff.
had notes on this stuff. They had their own system for tracking like bugs and stuff. But
Okay.
but we don't have any of that.
This is really funny, and I'm really glad I opened up this level because that's
Yeah.
that's a sight to see. All right, I'm leaving. They replaced the game over thing with a little cloud. It also is refusing to allow me to load my Frogger save data for some reason. Did they fix this yet? Oh, they renamed Recycle Bin to Reservoir Frogs, which is a really funny name, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm still just dying of laughter from when I don't know why I think that's so funny, but
Yeah, it's like all the other names in the game are just
generic.
they're just kind of fun, but they made them up like just for that. And then you have Reservoir Frogs, which is just like a parody of a movie name. I kind of wonder if there are any other jokes like that we just haven't noticed yet.
They've made it so L1 and R1 no longer rotate the camera. What else? These graphics are wigging out.
So why did they call the level Recycle Bin for a while? Because they just didn't come up with level names for a long time.
Recycle Bin's a pretty uncreative name. Also, this water looks like ass. Alright, I'm leaving. The barrels do not have exploding animations yet. I'm noticing. Random thing, but... how about you? Yep, still a wall on the side there. Okay, what else should I check out? Maybe a multiplayer? Is he still big? Oh.
Let's see.
It crashed.
Well, or maybe not.
Let's try one more time. There we go. It's able to identify there's only 2 controllers plugged in. That's new.
What's Lava Crush referring to?
Still big.
I think they made it up for the game.
What happens if I just keep flying in one direction for a really long time?
Probably a crash.
The coordinates for your player model just go out of, just overflow.
Yeah. That might take quite a while, but that probably would happen.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, no,
Whoa!
I guess it didn't take that long.
Well, there you go. Were you just like jumping upwards or moving upwards with that, or did you fall?
Yeah, I moved it up and I held tab to make it go really quick.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, go to 35.
Looks like Tira missed what Druaga said for what your favorite zone was.
What my favorite zone was?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't technically say it yet. I was leaning towards lily pad. It's probably going to be lily pad.
Yeah.
Which zone in the lily pad? I couldn't tell you. Probably the first one.
Let me just real quick. I gotta load up an artist's depiction of that
Okay.
that zone picture.
Yeah, the retro zone pretty great here.
Wow.
Anyway, I when I saw that at first, I thought it was really funny, so I drew it in MS Paint. See if I could do better than the devs did. Let's try this. Just to be clear, we're on build 35 now. Oh shit.
Does this? Yeah, this one has some additional Frogger animations.
They've removed free movement.
Oh no!
That's the worst.
Why don't we show?
Oh yeah, that's right. Frogger has eye animation.
Yeah.
I completely fucking forgot about that. Hold on, let me demonstrate that once more. That's the most important part of this, actually. Yeah, so he has eye animations that they were, I guess, messing with.
It just cycles through them right at the beginning.
Yeah.
It
always does that.
It cycles through them occasionally, I think.
Yeah, you can view them in Froglord, and there are a couple. There are 3 different eye animations that happen for quite a while, and it just kind of loops between them.
The level complete GUI thing works now. I say GUI, but you know what I mean, interface, screen.
We need to make like the director's cut Frogger that has that uses the cute frog. That has the eye animations. You guys could probably name more than I could at this point.
Yeah, we could honestly do so many different things for a director's cut of Frogger.
You could make that frog like an enemy.
Yeah. Wait, was that retro level 1 on the menu? On the menu screen?
Wait, what do you mean?
We saw the level text on the main menu.
I'm rewinding.
Yeah, Yep, there it is.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. Oh. Let's try this. Do they have eye animations here? Probably not. Their eyes are still not working. But they're smaller now.
Yeah, they don't even have eyes.
They fixed their size. The fact that there's no free movement is actually really upsetting, because that was kind of a big way of exploring these.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Isn't there like wasn't there a free movement cheat code?
Yeah, but it's probably different
but
for
the
each
problem
mode.
is, yeah, it's different for each version.
Yeah, if I were to try and load that Game Shark code onto this, it would be for the final game and not for this one, so it wouldn't really work the same.
Yeah.
Let's make it crash.
Because it'd be messing with some unknown memory address that we... And then I'm not going to go out of my way to find the positional movement for every single build. Like, I'm not that dedicated.
I mean, I already have to configure each of these dang builds, but I've got it down to a process. I can support a build in like 5 to 10 minutes, assuming there aren't any massive changes from a previous build.
King shit. I do have to go in like 25 minutes or so maybe we should either start skipping builds or like stop looking at these and go to Frogger 2. So we did already tease it, so it's kind of...
We may just need... I'm probably just Frogger 2, because if something slows us down on our way to that, then we're going to want every minute we can to do it.
True.
Why don't we ask chat what do they prefer?
Yeah, what would chat prefer to see?
That works.
Would you guys prefer that we continue with the remaining Frogger 1 builds, or should we look at some Frogger 2 stuff?
Yeah, I think people like to see Frogger 2. Yeah. We haven't looked at that at all yet. And we have the complete, like, collection of those in addition to Frogger 1 now. We got Frogger 2 first, which was interesting, but we just never did anything with it like this. Because it's so
Well, I've been doing some stuff with it behind the scenes, but
I mean more like publicly, like streams like this.
Sure.
I don't know if it's worth playing this whole level, but I'm going to. Because like what's probably about to happen is I'm gonna play through this whole level, get all of the guys, and then shit. And then it's gonna try to play the door animation, it's gonna freeze again. It's gonna be a big waste of time. You could stand there. I thought you could stand there in the final game. I think they changed that. It's making me remember how annoying this game is to play. When I could just fly around.
It wasn't so bad when I could just fly through it.
Yeah, it was pretty easy then. No. No. Who am I missing? Why is the green frog not on the platform? Again.
It just occurred to me how kind of confusing it is to get to the green frog, because you can't ever like hop on areas near the edge of a level usually, but the green frog kind of requires that you do that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're going for the red frog here.
Man, this game was a lot more fun when I could cheat. Shit.
As you continue to cheat.
Okay. See? It exactly. Oh, it opened. It opened.
Never mind.
All right. Oh, shit. I can't tell if there's a time limit or not because the HUD is being cut off again. Move, you monkey. This is the first build we've seen where the door actually opens up.
Are we sure about that? I swear it opened up in some of the others. And hey, the frogs weren't already alive and hopping.
Watch.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's gonna do the crash again.
Take note of the embossed car texture on the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Because that does not match the current build's level icon.
Also, they're all cracking open, despite the fact that I've collected none of them.
Oh, well, that's...
It didn't
That's
crash. That's true. It did not crash. The door opens up, and they all... This is the first time we've actually seen this.
It's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Oh. It pretty much looks like this in the final game. I mean, it's a little different, but...
Looks a little better. A little more animations.
What?
going on. Ah!
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm really disappointed.
Ah.
Go left. That sucks. Okay, well...
That was incredible. What a great exit sequence.
Hold on. I'm going to try that one more time. Maybe now that I've beaten it, it'll let me just...
Yeah, will it load the set? Oh, it did!
The textures are different.
Yeah, it
What
loaded
in
the second
world?
jungle level. Which is completely broken here, but it still loaded it.
I don't think that I can get anywhere here. It's just...
That's still really interesting. I think this is the first build where this map has been playable.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any way that I can make this not crash. Okay, well, so much for that. Next. So we ended on build 35. We kind of continued the trend of doing 5 builds per stream. And we will start with a build of Frogger 2. So should I do the one on N64 or the one that's...
Yeah, do the N64 one.
Okay, alright. I gotta kill this. Bye. And I gotta go whip out the Project 64, which I've already configured before the stream started. Bear with me, I gotta find the ISO file for it. Or ISO, I say ISO, it's a ROM.
You gotta love that 1990s file selection window.
Oh,
Move this into my...
I'm just surprised that it's still...
It's still in Windows 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this going to show up in here? Okay. This is N64.
I don't think... Yeah.
Game capture. Add specific window. We'll do Project 64. There it is. This might be a little egregious, but do that. Let's cut off a little. I don't really like that. That's fine. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, that's good. And we'll do audio capture. Project 64. I'll crank it down to like here. It's probably gonna be really loud on my end.
So which build is this?
I don't know anything about this. Yeah, tell us about it.
It's this build is from December 1999. I think it's very close to Milestone 5, if not actually Milestone 5. I couldn't find an official name for this build. It's just December, and it's probably Milestone 5, and it was one of the last N64 builds of the game. It wasn't the last, but it was close to the last.
So this is when they stopped developing this game on N64, basically, kind of.
Yeah.
Close to. Okay, I see. Interesting. Well, let's get right into it. Hello.
Is that? Oh, it's definitely okay.
This looks...
Immediately, this level
We're
is
in.
yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like the original. It's just a little bit more involved.
Yeah, it's this is way later in development than the last N64 build that we've seen.
There should be
start a new
sound, but
game.
it's coming through like one ear. There isn't any music or anything.
Yes,
This-
there is.
There is?
Or there is supposed to be, or
I don't hear
I
it.
have it muted because I don't hear myself.
I hear it in the stream.
Okay, I hear it now.
Yeah, it's there. It is there. Yeah. It's not any music I recognize, but.
Dying on the main menu.
I really like Frogger going, ow!
Yeah.
You can't. So only if there's save slots are there supposed to be like lily pads to the right of the load. Otherwise, you just fall in the water. Like you can't load.
I don't think I don't think this menu is functional yet.
Oh, okay.
There's a hub world in this build.
Level select? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, whoa, hello. Wow. You were right when you said that there is a lot of content to cover in this.
Yeah. And yes, the music is from in-game R7.
For a reason I can't see.
Some of the levels take a while to load. Some don't load. Most of them, well, some of them don't load in this build. But this level is pretty, yeah.
Let's try a different level. Oh, my bad. I can't. I'm pressing buttons that are for Duck Station and not this. Level select. Toy shop. Halloween super retro front end.
Do front end level A. Here is a level select hub.
There's no music, right? Oh, no, I hear it.
This area is pretty large, and some of it isn't super clear how to access it, but I think I figured out how to kind of view all of it. Yeah, just...
This is so weird because it feels like I'm playing an early prototype of the PS1 version, but it's running on an N64.
Yeah. So like this is your Ancients level select area. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because the final game didn't have anything like level select.
Is there free movement?
Could this have some unused music that's completely different from the final? There are a lot of music differences, but and yeah, there is an unused music track that's totally different from the final. But a lot of the unused music has already been documented on the cutting room floor, and there's a page with just a bunch of tracks. And I should mention, I don't think it's possible to get out of this area after you've fallen into it.
Okay, I'm gonna just pick a different level. I do have to get going soon.
Oh yeah, we got. How long do we have?
About 10 more minutes, give or take. Level B.
I don't recall which ones load and which ones don't.
City.
I know at least some of the city levels load. I don't recall which ones.
Level 1 does not work. Is the data for these levels in the game? They just don't.
Some of them yes, some of them no. I think the data for most of them that are listed is there.
Oh yo. Oh man, the frame rate. Ow! I'm dead. I like how they have different sprites for the baby frogs, and then they reverted back to the ones from Frogger1 in the final game.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed the lawnmowers to have a different functionality. They turned into like lawn rollers in the final game.
Frogger has health, yes. You can take 3 hits.
Yeah.
No, I did not even notice that. I didn't notice any iframes, so that was cool.
I promise you this frame rate is like next to unplayable.
Yeah.
This is so weird. This is the first time anybody has seen this, like online.
True, yeah.
Why am I back here? I don't want to be here. Can they make save states on this menu? I really want Toy Shop to load. I don't know what that is.
Unfortunately, Toy Shop hasn't been started.
Oh, okay, never mind. City 2? Oh, we have liftoff. What?
Are you pressing a button there to move around like that?
Yeah, it's right trigger.
Yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems like it's supposed to teleport you to baby frog locations.
Okay, I see. But there are none.
Yeah.
Oh, can you go into a wall? Just press directional button to get to the wall without super jumping. Okay, so they did change that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. The game crashed.
Okay. Super jump too high.
City 3? Oh.
This level's pretty broken on this build. Some of the later prototypes have it a little bit more playable.
Yo, these tunes are kind of banging. Even though I have no idea what I'm doing or where I'm going.
Oh, let me turn the volume up.
City boss? Probably isn't gonna work. I don't know why it would work. Some
Some of those stages do load in the other prototypes, but I don't think any of the actual boss ideas have ever actually been programmed, even if some of the levels are in some of the builds.
Treetops B. No dice. Ancient 1.
This one, it loads, but it's broken.
I don't know if the jumping sound effects were different on N64, but
Oh yeah, they're very.
this is the first song that I actually recognize.
It's a title song, but like different. Aren't these already on the cutting room floor, these songs? So people want to listen to them?
Yep.
Ancient 2. Kind of weird music for the ancient levels here.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be playing this music. What's interesting is that even though this got used as the main menu music, it seems to have been called a toy shop. So it seems like this was made to go with the toy shop zone, but they used it as main menu instead.
What a weird game. Okay, I'll do like one or two more. Try other front end level. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Language. If there aren't several like country flags in this level, I'm gonna be really disappointed. It's not even gonna load a level at all, is it? Very sad. Okay, multi-cell.
I think you'll probably have better luck with space or laboratory.
Space or laboratory. Okay, alright. Space 1. This is the part where you say space 1 doesn't work, you gotta do space 2.
I don't actually remember which ones work and which ones don't, to be honest.
This is Halloween music. Also, this level is the same as the final game. Pretty much. Well, I mean, very similar to.
Yeah, it's like the horror music in space.
I hate this song because that one, like, instrument, whatever it is, the is, like, not in sync with the rest of the song. And they never, ever changed that. That's how it is in the final game, too.
We could fix that ourselves, funny enough.
Oh, do we have the music project files?
Yep, and yes we do.
Didn't they make it in like
what?
Sony Acid or something?
They made it in a lot of different software. There's Acid Pro, there's Logic Audio Platinum, and there's another one, Steinberg something.
And then not to mention all the plugins.
Yep. Yeah, we're having trouble finding some of the plugins right now, but working on it.
Yeah, and that's too fun.
What was the last one? Subterranean? Or no, laboratory, you said. Nothing? Nothing. Lab 2. Why do like why doesn't lab 1 work but like lab 2 would? I don't really understand why.
Yeah, I don't fully know why some levels do or don't load in this version. I haven't looked too far into it, but I think most of the or most if not all of the listed files or the listed levels did exist in file form. And there are other builds that I think do have most of the levels that are listed that do not load in this version, except for Toy Shop. Toy Shop, it doesn't seem was ever actually supported.
Seems like there's a reverb effect on the music to kind of make it sound a certain way. Give it a little bit more oomph. Okay. I had to end it when there's so much that we could look at in this build.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's definitely a lot to take a look at here, and I kind of knew going into this that I wasn't going to be able to cover all of it in this stream today, but
We'll keep you waiting.
Yeah.
Keep you wanting more.
There will be many a Frogger 2 stream coming up, probably. We do have a lot of more Frogger 1 stuff to cover as well. We're kind of at a weird crossroads now where the Frogger 1 stuff is kind of uninteresting to look at, to be honest. And then
Yeah,
Frogger,
because it's like
the Frogger 2 stuff is kind of where the meat and potatoes is at the moment. So, so we will see. Thank you all for tuning in. I do have to get going. We'll see you at some point in the near future. Either next week or the week after. I don't know. Who knows? Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.